Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the network scanner tools also detects and categorizes all devices in a network by their IPs, MAC address, vendor, port, etc. So like this is the first tool that is very common and it comes pre-installed in the Windows system, and we can run I think from the Windows 7 version, the basic version of the Windows 7 in which it is installed. So it is Tracert. So Tracert is a network footprinting using so it is a network footprinting tools that gives the route that is followed by the network packets. Okay, like when the network packets get you know out in the outgoing stage and they leave your system, so they obviously they follow certain route. Okay, they jump to our certain routers, then they go to the server, and then they come back by responding all the routes. So like it will help you to know the topologies, okay, of the network, like what type of topology they are using. And you can also perform the testing on those routers also, which are coming in the way, so that maybe you can get any access of the router and any sensitive information in the routers by intercepting the packets using the Wi-Fi's Wi-Fi Wireshark type of tools. So let's just see about the result. So like you need to run command into your Windows system. 1 minute. हेलो, तुम
Yes.
मेरे लिए मोमोज ले आओ.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
So you need to run the run CMD in the Windows as an
Yes.
administrator. Then you need to type the keyword here, which is insert, and then you need to enter the URL. Like I am entering the URL. Hello.
Ma'am, I guess your screen is stuck for me.
Okay. I don't know why there is a network issue today. Is it now visible?
Yes, ma'am. Please type something. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Visible now?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Is it visible now? This, yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
So like my screen is visible to you?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Now it is visible.
Okay. I think there is some network, because it's a evening time, I think. So like there is a CMD in every window, and you need to run it as an administrator for the root access. Then you have to type this keyword tracer and then the domain name followed by it giving the space. So like if I using the domain name that is ecouncil.com, hit enter. ecouncil.com or is it org? Okay, I have typed it not correctly. It's ecouncil. So as you can see here, it is now started to, it has dissolved the domain name. Okay. Then we have, it's like giving the limit of 30 hops. So hops is something like the routers. Okay. it is preferred to the routers, or we say the nodes in the root. So that are the synonyms, you can something like that. So as you can see, it is giving me the uh, whole root, like it is my IP address, sorry, my LAN's IP address, and then my system's IP address, and then the whatever the route it is followed to get to the domain server. So the main server from where it is getting the information, the IP address of that server is this. Okay, so you can use this IP address, and also you can use these IP addresses also, so that you can have an idea about the routers, and you can do your further investigation or information gathering on those IP addresses. So that is the one tool. So Tracer will simply give you the root. And in the Linux form, we have the root. Yeah, in the Linux form, we have the root also. So we will see later it. So now next tool we have is that advanced IP scanner. So so in the advanced IP scanner, so network scanner to analyze LAN. So basically, in whatever network you are connected, it will give you all the devices name and their IP address and their MAC address, also the manufactured address, so that you can have an idea of number of devices. So it is doing the work as same as the Net Discover. I think you have used the tool Net Discover, maybe.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the program shows all the network devices, give you access to shared folders, provides remote control of computers, and can even remotely switch computers on and off. So it gives a little bit of few more functionalities. Okay, let's just see it. So you need to download it from the Google. Go on this website, angryipscanner.com. You can download it from here. So as you can, when you download it, you have to run it as the administrator, and it will simply, okay, we need to install. Okay, you can install it, accept the agreement, install, and it will get simply installed. Okay. So let me just on my virtual machine, so that we can have more IP addresses in network. Let me on this my parrot machine. And one machine that I want to on is the Metasploitable. So these all machines are configured at a bridge state, so that they have their own IP addresses allocated by my DHCP of the router. So that is why I am using these machines, so that we can have a more list in the IP scanner. Have you used the Metasploitable before?
Ma'am, once for a college project.
Okay. These are the machine that is designed in such a way for the pen testing and learning, practicing learning. Intentionally, their ports and services are open, so that you can, you know, learn to attack.
Okay, ma'am.
So this is the interface of the advanced IP scanner. So like it will automate when you will open it, it will automatically detect some of the IP addresses and the common IP addresses ranges, okay, which could be present in your network, okay. You can also define a particular address list also if you want to, like if I want to run the search. And then if when it will scan it, we have the status, name, and net bios group information, so whatever the informations are available here. And you can also if you have a file of the IP addresses, you can import that from this option, scan from file. And there is an option of view, so here you can set like if I want to only see the alive devices, or I want to see the dead devices also, or maybe I want to see the unknown devices which are not known to my system. So like these are the parameters to see your results. Okay, then we have the language options are here and the help options. So let us see if our machine get opened up. So like both machines have now configured. Now let's just run a scan. Let's see if those IP addresses are coming along or not. So first we need to know the IP address so that we can identify. Ifconfig. Okay. Ifconfig. So this is the IP address of my Metasploitable machine. So like as you can see, the range is from 190 to 168.1.42. And let us see the IP address of this machine. So it is also from the range of 190 to 168.1.44. So particularly I have stepped only the range of 172. So as you can see here, 11% scan has been done, 0 live, 0 dead, and 480 unknown. Let us stop here and run the ranges of our machine. It will take some time, okay? Like NetDiscover, it takes some time, so it just doing the same work. As you can see here, it is showing a desktop, which is a manufacturer of VMware, and it is the IP address of my machine. I think no, it's not the parrot machine. Maybe it is showing my IP address. Let me see. Okay, that is my IP address. So my machine, it is also giving me in the information of the network. So that is my machine, but I don't know why it is showing the VMware. I think it is because of the uh, Ethernet ports of the. Now it is showing the original manufacturer address also the Horn High.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking in between. No.
Can you hear me now?
Your voice is
And
breaking and I'm not able to understand exactly what you are saying.
hello,
Hello?
can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, now I can, but ma'am, whenever you tell me something, it breaks in between.
I don't know why if there is a net problem. I will fix it. Let the vendor know. Okay. So like for now, this is our scan result. Okay. So like this is the IP address of mm, I don't know which machine. This is the IP address of the parrot machine. Okay, we have here, and the manufacturer details is VMware, and the MAC address is also its. So like parrot machine, yeah, 1.44, and then we have the MAC address also. So like it is giving us the information about this. Then we have 139.254, and it is also the VMware one. So it is 1.4.2. I think it's also taking all the results of the NAT and DHCP both informations. So like this is a metasploitable machine which we have run on. Okay, it is giving us the name of the system, that is metasploitable. This is my system's name, and the metasploitable, it is a workgroup, NetBIOS, IP address, MAC address, manufacturer, and the date and timings we have. Okay.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
as you can see here in this section, we have the different information, like it is a metasploitable machine, status alive, operating system is Unix, IP address is this, MAC address is this. Then we have a manufacturer information, NetBIOS information, and the date also. Then we have two services that are running on it, like HTTP Apache 2.2.8 Ubuntu. Then we have FTP server is also running on the system. You just see my desktop. So node services are given here, but the manufacturer and the MAC and IP addresses are here. So I'm currently not using the VPN. That is why it is showing the my real IP address. So that's it, pretty much the advanced IP scanner. And you can, it has, when you right click on it, you will get a more, information, like it is the R admin. So you can run a telnet check, and then you can also file transfer, maybe shut down the system, or you can send a message to the systems also. So I think that, but those are the packages with the upgraded version. Then we have tools also, if you want to ping the particular IP address. Okay, if you want to know the route, like just run tracert. So it will get you redirected to the CMD for the tracert command, and you can see the particular route. So that is the one route, because we are connected with the one, same network. That is why it is not giving us more hops. You can also ping it, and register remote desktop if it's working or not. So like it's a remote desktop connection. I have never tried this feature. So let's just see what it brings.
Okay, ma'am.
So we will have to see about that. Maybe the VMware thing is stopping it. So that is pretty much about the advanced IP scanner. And the similar tool one is Angry IP scanner also, but it is available for the mobiles mainly. Then
Okay.
we have the another tool, that is advanced port scanner, that will give you all the information about the ports very deeply, which are currently in your network, so that you can run these tools when you are in a public Wi-Fi, maybe on the railway station or in the uh, in the cafes. That is why we used to advise the people that always use the VPN in the public Wi-Fi, or never do the transaction with the public Wi-Fi, because your information is will get saved in the router, and if someone uh, dig through the router cookies and sessions, they can discover your transaction details also. So you can simply download it by entering the name in the Google Advanced Port Scanner, and then you have to run it. So that is the same procedure to install of the Angry IP and port scanners. So the panel is similar exactly to the one. So let's just run our scan. I want to reduce this target scan list. Invalid. Okay, the comma is here. The invalid IP range. So again, you have to give the one particular IP address if you want to search about it, if it's alive or not, or you can just give a address range also. And from here you can input the particular type of port if you want to see like if port 22 is open, then currently as default it is set to the TCP ports, okay, which is very common from 1 to 1023 ports. That is the range of the ports. Now, as you can see here in my system, in the Windows system, so like 135 port TCP is open. That is window remote host education why it is open. I need to see it. Then we have the Windows Net BIOS SSN port is also open 139. Then we have port 902 that is for the VMware authentication. And if we will see about the Metasploit, you will see like lot of ports are open. Okay, SSH ports are also open here. Port 22. We have port 21 also. FTP servers also. Samba server is running. So like port 139, 445. And with this particular version, we have a lot of vulnerabilities out there with this Samba version 3.6 and 4.6. Apache 2.2.8, we have yesterday saw like what type of vulnerabilities are associated with this particular version, and Ubuntu is running on it. Then we have the port 53 for the domain. So like if you click on this again the VMware, so these are the informations about different you know ports. So like in similar way it will give you the list of the ports, and the IP scanner will give you the list of the all the IP addresses. Like for this system 1.1, we have Linux operating system in it, and it is my parrot machine. And port 21, port 22 are open, DOP-bear SSHD. Then we have port 80 or TCP port is also open, and port 443 that is tunnel is open, SSL. And so like these are the port information. You can note it down for your further planning for the exploitation. And like this is the port 10, so it's an all one port, and you can also give the range like all TCP ports. Like we have total these ports, yeah, 65535 total number of ports. And particularly if you want to just simply type the, you can enter here port 22. Let's just run it. Let's see in which devices the port 22 is open. So you can specify your result. So like in my desktop port 22 is open currently right now.
And you need to check.
No, actually it is giving me the VMware manufacturer.
Yes, ma'am.
Like when you open your task manager, uh, now you can see here this is my Windows task manager. So as you can see, like this is the host machine. So like lot of ethernets are available, okay, like VMware
Yes, ma'am.
adapter 1 is running, and that is why it is showing me like in the from the VMware maybe it is give for this one VMware it is giving them information about because of this ethernet port, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That is why these,
Ma'am, why do
but
you use VMware, not VBox?
I don't know. I like from very start I have used the VMware workstation. So like what you use from the very start, you used to like it.
Yes, ma'am. I
Yeah.
VBox. I've never tried VMware.
Okay, like in the virtual box we have a feature like I really like drag and drop feature from the host
Yes,
machine to
ma'am.
the yeah. But in the
It's
VMware it is not available.
mm,
But still I use the VMware because I just like it. I
I
think the
don't
simple
even know.
interface.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't even know how to import like machine images in VMware. I don't know anything about it. I used VirtualBox from the very beginning. So
Okay, so like when you will install the VMware, you will get an interface like this. Okay,
yes, ma'am.
so in the virtual machine, virtual box, you have a option to create a new virtual machine, new
Yes,
option,
ma'am.
that green button. So
Yes,
instead of
ma'am.
that, here we have this plus button, create a new
Create
virtual.
a new
So when you
machine.
will click it, you will have a like if you want to get a typical workstation, like few easy steps to install, or like a custom, like you want, if you want, or the desk type and something like, so we go with typical option obviously. Then we browse the desk image from here. Then we click the next, and then we give the machine name, so what type of name we want to give it, and the
Yes,
location,
ma'am.
okay, where it will
Okay,
locate.
ma'am.
Then we click on next, and here we allocate the RAM, okay,
Okay, ma'am.
like 20 GB for the parrot, and split virtual disk to multiple files.
Ma'am, what are
For
the
us,
minimum?
minimum required, for the pen testing services, we have 20 GB is recommended.
Okay, ma'am.
But for a normal usage, like we have a parrot home edition, we minimally require like I think 15 or 16 GB just only.
Okay, ma'am.
But for the parrot, we usually prefer 20 GB allocation. Then you click next, and then you have the information. Okay, like and from here you can click on the customize hardware, and now you can set the RAM here. Okay, like you can roll it down and upside
Okay,
down
ma'am.
to set the RAM and allocate the processor, like one or two, what type of processor. Then the cores also. Okay, then we have the network adapter, so you can here specify the network, USB controls, or like share the Bluetooth devices from the virtual machine or not. Okay, then
Mm-hmm.
we just simply close it and power all this virtual machine, so it will get created and we will on. I find something like a quite typical, you know, I don't know why, but in VirtualBox, when I create a new machine from a very scratch, I find it complicated a bit. Maybe. So like we use the over machine, so like it will really saves the time and it is efficient also. So we
Okay,
generally
ma'am.
just open a virtual machine when you click on it. So wherever you have downloaded your over machine, you need to
Yes,
go on
ma'am.
that directory and just click on it and import it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So here we have the scan is completed for the IP addresses range. So like for my desktop, it not giving me the yeah, that is my original desktop. It is not
Mhm.
giving me any port. So like port 22 is not open currently in any of these machines. Where is the Metasploitable one? So yeah, Metasploitable one, we have the port 22 is open. Okay, and in the Parrot also we have the port 22 is open because it is using by the drop bear SSHD protocol 2.0. So you can specify the port number also here.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's see if it's used by the text also. No, it doesn't use the port UDP type. So this is about the advanced IP scanner. And again, the functionalities are all the same.
Mm-hmm.
So we have discussed the advanced IC scanner and the port scanner. Next, we have the Net Discover. So like Net Discover is an active and passive address reconnaissance. So when we say about the active and passive both, so like when we do the normal scan, it will not send the ARP packets. Okay, so like the logs will not get created. But in the passive mode, sorry, in the passive mode, the logs will not get created. It will just simply check the system alive or not. But in the active mode, it will send the ARP packets. So like for the deep information gathering, so our logs will get created. That is why we tell it like both active and passive. So NetDiscover can also be used to inspect your network ARP traffic or find network addresses using autoscan mode, which will scan for a common local network. So you will find a NetDiscover in your Parrot machine. So like let me type NetDiscover. Okay, I need the sudo access. So this is the net discover, and when I hit enter it without giving any specific information, it will run auto scan it. Okay. As now you can see, it is giving me the informations. Okay, and it has taken the very common basic range, which is usually started from the 192 range, 168.0.1. Okay, and it will go up to like 1472, and it will take a time, nearly time as much as the angry IP scanner and thing. And again, it will give you the same information like Hone High Precision India Co Limited. So that is my systems manufacturer. Then we have the, because of Ethernet port, we have VMware 60 also. Okay, then we have Cyrotech Network. So that is my router. Okay, that is my router's vendor name and router's IP address, home broadband IP address, and its MAC address. So it will take a while, but it will also give you the result about all the devices and things.
Okay, ma'am.
So that's it pretty much about the. So it will do the same thing. Okay, as like, then we have the Nmap, the most common tool and the most widely used tools among the cyber security researchers and the pen testers and the cyber hackers. So like Nmap is a tool which is used to extract the information such as live host, net open ports, services, application, packet filters, firewalls. So like it's a one step ahead from those net discover and angry IP scanner, because it will give you the information of the firewall also, and it will give
Yes,
you the
ma'am.
topology information also, with the OS footprinting and the version is using. So we can see it in the Windows form also, but today we will see in the Parrot machine, and tomorrow we will see it in the Windows version. That is the GUI version.
Yes, ma'am.
What you more like, GUI or the command mode?
Command mode.
Okay. So like when you type the Nmap, you can get the information like Nmap. This is the organization it follows. Okay, that is the version that is currently installed in my system, 7.9.7.92, and we have this the query structure for the Nmap scan type, like Nmap. Then we have the scan type. Okay, then we have the options like H or B, something like that, and the target's IP address or the IP address range also. Then we have some target specification like input file if you want to um, import the file names or the host networks, or maybe the choose random targets for the IR. Okay, then we have, for these are the commands for the host discovery, like SL for list scan, simply scan the target list. Okay, like I can give the command like nmap. Then we have for the normal scan, you don't need to type any type of scan type. Okay, you need to give it a blank. Then you can choose this option hyphen SL, and then the IP range. Okay, and it will scan about it. For the ping SN, and if you want to only know like host discovery which are currently alive or online, you can use PN. So like lot of options are here, and for the special scan techniques we have, then the port specifications, like lot of options. Then we have the scripts like Nmap already comes with a lot of scripts, lot of pre-metered scripts, and you can use them. So then we have the OS detection. For we use current like majorly capital O for the OS detection, and then we have the timings and performance. So like it will also give you the information that TTL word we use. Okay, TTL 128 for the Windows and TTL 64 for the Linux. If this number is coming to your system, that it means in the target machine the Windows machine is running, or maybe the Linux machine is running. Okay, so let's just try one a command that is very common, and like nmap, and you need to give one domain. See console.com. So now I haven't given specified any type of scan, so it will just a regular scan. Okay, so like regular scan, we will get a basic information like the port numbers with no extra options. Okay, So, not resolve any IP address. Try scanning with sys. Okay, let's just try another domain. Okay, I have entered the wrong thing. So now I have correctly entered the domain name. Then as you can see here in the result, we have starting Nmap 7.9.2. Okay, and this is the report for EC Council. The host is up. Okay, the latency is it. And other addresses of the EC Council are these. Okay, and like it could be it's IPPv6. Maybe they're using the Cloudflare technique. That is why it is hidden. We have 996 filtered TCP ports. Okay, and so like 1,000 ports, it will firstly scan in the regular scan. Okay, the first 1,000 ports from the list from 1 to 1,000. So like 996 TCP ports has been filtered, maybe due to firewall or maybe due to security configurations. But the ports open, we have TCP 80 ports, 443, 8080 HTTP proxy, and 8443. So that is you will also giving a time for one IP address, one host is up and scanned in 7.93 seconds. So that is the regular scan. And now if you want to run like intense scan. So intense scan is something like that when you it's type of a comprehensive scan. It will give a lot of deep information. So for the intense scan we can run in map capital T for A for aggressive and V for version. I think small v or capital V. Let's just see. Okay, so it would be the capital, and then the T for okay. So like if I want to set the timing, okay, like particularly that is for the T4, and you can also not set it, and then I need to give the domain.
Mom, it will take time.
Yeah, it will take a time. So compiled with library OpenSSL library. Okay, it has compiled without available NSOC engines. OpenSSL 1.1.6. Okay, it has given us the scan report very fast. Okay. So like it's these are the services that is OpenSSL 1.1. Okay, library SS2 are running on this particular domain. Let's just try with some another domain. Um, Let me try it like www dot bbc.com. So again, it is giving me almost the same information, maybe. Okay, like it is for the aggressive scan for a lot of more. Then we can try another type of scan, which is a UDP scan. Okay, so like we need to give the combinations here, and for the UDP scan, so it is like UDP packets will get sent to the network. Okay, to check if the UDP port is alive. Okay, so like if the UDP packet will respond back, so like we can really inject our malwares and something like that. So for that we have to specify the stealth scanning. So SS stand for that. Then we have SU. Then we have SU is for the UDP specification. Okay, if I want to specify the UDP ports. So like that is the difference between the normal intense scan and the UDP intense scan with the UDP. So that is the difference one. T4, and then we want to do the aggressive scanning, and then we have the version. Let me try it once with my Metasploitable IP address. I don't know why it is giving me the same result. What is the IP address of that machine? So the IP address is 192.168.1.42. 192.168.1.42.
O2.
Okay, these are the services are running again. So like my results are obviously. So I was checking about my results. So results are
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
So like it is doing the aggressive sense. So aggressive scan is something like that. It will just limit your search up to most common, most common used services. Okay, like in the latest time. Sorry, in the short timing. Now, if you want to do like intent scan with no ping, so it is something a very important command we use. So for the intent scan with no ping, so like this is very helpful when the target is blocking your ping request, okay? And you obviously know the target is alive, but it is blocking your ping request. So like you can run at that time you can run this command. So like and map T4 A for aggressive. All the commands are nearly similar. What is this? Again, it is giving me the same result. Let me regular scan my IP
Uh,
address.
Ma'am, maybe you should start the Nmap again.
Let me do it. Check it.
Ma'am. No, it's okay.
No, it was working at the time also. So it was scanning, but with the no ping method. Okay. So that is why it is
Ma'am.
giving me some. Now when I regular scan it, it will give me the all the basic information like the open ports for the my metasploitable machine, and then we have the MAC address also and the manufacturer vendor also, that is VMware.
Mm-hmm.
So that is about my metasploitable machine. And as you can see here, 997 977 ports are
Both are
TCP ports are
closed.
closed.
Mm.
So that is what now if you want to just run a quick quick scan, so for that you can just simply type and map SB E4. So like O
T4
for
is
the,
for.
so that is for the timing purpose thing. Okay, when you want to limit the timings, you can get the information from here. So like there is a number like 1 to 5. Okay, set timing
Mm.
template.
Oh,
Higher is
yes,
faster.
ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am, do
so
you
that
remember
is
all of these commands?
no, obviously not. I just remember the few basic ones. Like mostly I do the quick scan or maybe the aggressive scan. So like
Ma'am.
Uh, so O, and then what we will use? We will use F for the fast,
Okay, ma'am.
capital F for the small f. I don't remember. So like it is very case sensitive in the Linux commands.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I
So that is the
want
IP
help
address.
of its help.
So let's just run it. So it is a quick scan, and oh, it is for also. Let's just see if it's discovering the OS or not.
Okay, ma'am.
Sometimes Nmap takes a lot of time,
Yes, ma'am.
and most of the times we get these informations like when the your target is a particular organization and something like that, not anyone's personal PC or something like that. You can use the showdown and technique methods, they are appropriate. But when the systems are like personal PCs or something like that, you need to use these type of tools.
Yes, ma'am.
Finally, it has scanned, and it was a quick scan. So again, we have all the versions. So we have defined the versions also. So like stealth versioning. So like it is giving us the services version also, like VSFTP 2.3.4. Then we have SSH, this version, Linux telneted, postfix SMTP, all these command versions. Now moving on, we have the MAC address and the manufacturer. Now no exact OS patches for host. So like that is not, but the TCP IP fingerprint is also here. And the network distance is 1 hop because we are
Mm,
in the same
mm.
network.
Yes, ma'am.
And the service information is metasploitable dot local domain, and the LAN information now here, as you can see, the OSs that could be possible, okay, Unix, Linux, CP. But if it's a sure that it is a machine, then it will give us the information from here. But now this is the possible guesses, okay, like Unix, Linux. Sometimes it also give us the percentage also. I'm not
Okay,
sure it
ma'am.
is in Nmap or any another tool.
Okay,
I
ma'am.
really don't remember right now. So like Unix, it could be the possible machines. Then we have the CPE. So what is CPE? Let's just see. So CP is a Linux kernel type. Okay, component select kernel version. Okay, CP is for the kernel version. Common platform enumeration is a structured naming scheme for technology systems. Okay, so it is giving us the version because our machine is metasploitable, and it is for the structured information. That is why it is giving us the information about that.
Okay, ma'am.
So that's for today, and we will see the its Windows version that is more user friendly, the GUI format for the Windows in the next session. And I think uh, so. Like one more quick tool that I want to show you is that NS lookup. So again, I need the so like you need to type the NS lookup and then your pccouncil.org if you want to see, or maybe the umd.edu. So now it is giving, I have used this domain, it's an educational domain, and it is giving us a server's IP address. And okay, then we have like UMD canonical name is that. So and then we have the, so it's like a subdomain of that, okay, particularly
Okay, ma'am.
subdomains of these particular domain, and it is IP addresses. Now if I want to check like if there are mail servers, so like I can type here set type equal to mx, and again for the, so like that is for the, if the mail servers are deployed on it, so you can use this command set type equal to ns. So like again it is have given us the same information, but from here you can see, yeah, it is the mail address postmaster.amazon.com, and we have the refresh rate, retry, and this is the informations are there. And one more thing, yeah, that's it pretty much. So there are a lot of others command also for NS lookup, but particularly majorly we use this like normal to get the server and subdomains name and information, just NS lookup and then enter the domain name. And it is also available in the for the Windows machine also, NS lookup thing. It comes
Yes, ma'am.
pre-installed in the NS lookup also. So
Mm.
Have you from the FireShark? Did you requested for the pen and tablet you were asking previously?
Oh, no, ma'am, not yet. Like my sessions are from March, so I think I will ask.
I will suggest you to request it because it will get to you by the post, so it will take some time,
Oh,
for the delivery.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, it will send from the it will send by the company, so it will take some time, and all your also the documentation process also, because you will get some documentation to sign it up, okay, for the returning purposes and something like that.
Okay, ma'am.
So first, when you will assign the request, you will have the documentation, and when you will complete it, your request will get processed. So I will suggest you
Okay,
to do it.
ma'am. Okay,
So
ma'am.
now we have the next tool is that angry IP scanner. So like it is, you can use it and not angry, just IP scanner. So you can use it
Okay,
in
ma'am.
your phone to get the
Okay, ma'am.
information. Like as you can see here, network router, Cisco routers, and all type of information. So like whatever the devices which are connected, their IP addresses and their MAC addresses. I haven't tried it yet. You can try if you want to. Another
Okay,
tool we
ma'am.
have is Fing. So again, it will give you the port information also, like what type of port is open, vendor's name, version name, and also the model name also. So Fing is another tool for the network scanning. Then we have the network scanner itself. So network scanner also give you the information about the particular SSID also, like the mode of the Wi-Fi and the speed details also, and then all the devices
Mm,
information again with the MAC addresses, open ports, and something like that.
okay, ma'am.
So we will see all this thing later. Okay, that's for today. Have a nice day. Go get a dinner and have a great sleep.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.